Okay, you can go either way. So I'll just choose one way. So we make an anchor here. We don't want to put sticky tape through the web of the thumb. So we'll fold it over. So I come to here, I've made sort of an anchor through the palm. To make an anchor just over the end of the hand, we'll come across and come back to end here, which then gives us sort of an anchor here and an anchor here. It's bad. I'll do that again.
Cut. Take two.
Okay, I'll do that again. So we come around here. We can go this way too. Okay, so there's two ways to do it. Like that.
Pressure's on here. Everybody's taping this.
Teacher can't rip tape.
Headlines.
Okay, so once we have those two anchor pieces there, now we need to try and tape so the thumb's not going to go into extension. Okay, we're not going to tape for a thumb not to go into flexion. Okay, it rarely happens you're going to tape them from not going into flexion. Okay, it's usually abduction and extension that you're taping for. But we're going to do the same taping for each of them. You're going to make your hand into a little bit of a cup position, like you're holding on to a glass. Okay, holding like that. Then we're going to do three what are called hoods. Okay, so we'll start here on the lateral side, come over top, and we can put a little bit of tension on this piece of tape like that. And now we're going to overlap them by half, depending on the size of the person's hand. Someone with a small hand, we may not be able to go up that far. Okay, so we'll overlap this next one by half, another hood like this. We can put a little bit of tension there. So now we have two, and we can do a third one. We're trying to protect this joint, so you got to make sure that you come above it. Okay, this proximal metacarpal phalangeal joint. We got to make sure we come over top of it. Okay, so we overlap by half or by a quarter is okay too. Keep this thumb strong. Okay, so we have those three hoods that are over top of the thumb like that. Okay, you can do this piece of tape on a half strip to try and hold those pieces down while you do the rest of the taping, which is just like this. Just to make sure it stays in place. And it helps it be supportive. Okay? Now we're going to do teardrop pieces of half strips. Okay? So we're just going to go from just below, okay, the proximal joint. So you're going to go down through the web of the thumb. You'll come around with one. You'll come around with the other one. You can end, okay, towards the base of the palm for an extension, okay, to limit extension. Or you can end a little bit to the middle of the palm for preventing abduction. Okay, it depends where you want to go or what you want to try and do. So this will do about 2 or 3 pieces, normally 3. So now we're going to go up a little bit higher, kind of overlapping these by half. Just make sure it's long enough to get to that middle of the palm at the base or in the middle. So there's 2. If you get up really up higher, sometimes it's hard to do this teardrop piece because it wants to end in the back of the thumb. So we can just do one piece around like this and end in that same spot. It just helps it lay down a bit better. Okay, so once we have those 3 pieces down, now we just have to simply anchor it back down again, like we did at the beginning. Okay, so I fold those pieces over so it's not sticky through there. Come through the palm. Come around the base down here. And you can end anywhere in the palm. You'll know you did really well if you end a piece and you could like fold it underneath. It's really good if you get to that point. Okay, once we do that, we would retest them. If you want to keep taping, you can. Try and go into extension. Feel pretty limited?
Yep.
Okay. I can retest it again. Okay, so if you retest it and this joint still wants to move forward, you might have to adjust it and put another few pieces on there. Or you'd say you're going to make it tighter. Cut. Okay.